take it. Won't let it rain. Won't let it rain. Oh, man. Won't take me to reset in my mind. Got to play real this next step. Take two. Well, what I see, things I feel in my mind with I believe, concrete and justified, recognizing that I am no stranger in my head. Won't let it rain, rain in this state is so contagious. Won't let it rain, won't let it rain. Oh, won't let it rain. Not a pain. Won't let it rain. Well, what I see, things that feel in my mind, concrete and justified, recognizing that I am a stranger in my head. Won't let it rain, won't let it rain, rain in this state is so contagious. Won't let it rain, won't let it rain. Oh, welcome. Yeah, we don't have quite a slogan or a name quite yet, so in the next couple podcasts, we had a few things we wanted to talk about today. You want to get started?
Yeah. So topic we put how to navigate, accept, and understand death is what we're talking about today.
Yes.
Interesting first podcast.
Yeah. Well, it kind of
podcast sounds. Go ahead.
Well, what's another word for podcast?
It's a podcast. That's what people
Yeah.
know it as.
Yeah.
Bringing in. So the goal eventually is to do keynote speaking. So podcast is kind of like that, not really, but kind of. I don't know. You know what a podcast is, and here we are.
I don't think we need to talk about that stuff.
No.
Yeah. Anyway, welcome. This is the podcast, and my name's Tajlyn, and joining me is my sister / keyboardist, Casandra.
Yes.
And We are sister musicians, and we like to talk about some stuff. And this is one topic today that has hit home this past month for us, which is accepting, navigating, and understanding death.
Yes.
Yes. We lost 3 loved ones within 3 weeks of each other, all in the month of August, and that was a first for us, and learning how to just go through it, and it was quite an experience. Do you have anything?
Yeah, I was noticing at the beginning of the year just a lot of people that had just at some point in my life, say touched me, or you know what I mean, like showed up, whether it be a colleague, community member, friend. Just I'm seeing a lot of it, and it's hitting more home. And then I knew our grandmother was going to pass, and then the other 2 was not so foreseen. So as far as navigating, it's so much difficult to do this in the moment.
Well, navigating, I feel there was that, how you mentioned grandma, we knew that was coming, so we were preparing for it. It was just that waiting for the news to be a reality rather than just in your mind. For our uncle, it hit sideways and knocked down. WTF, we did not see that coming at all.
I did.
Yeah. Well, some saw it. It was.
Yeah. Well,
wasn't expected so soon.
I guess that's part of navigating.
Yeah. For me, I wasn't expecting it.
I could tell something was different, and then I saw it, and then you just kind of know, and then I spoke on it the day before, and then I had those experiences. I don't know if we want to get into that kind of stuff. That is part of navigating and understanding death, is how you experience it.
Yeah.
So you said it was a shock. I was not shocked. It doesn't mean I wasn't upset, but even then, it's a different feeling.
Yeah, and then 3 days later, we had another family member who has been sick for years pass, and that it was like expected, but still a shock too, I think, for me, just because I was still in the moment of the other passing just 72 hours prior. Yeah, so it was a lot to go through and really comprehend all this emotions.
I was pretty numb.
Yeah.
I don't know. I feel like it was more peaceful than numb, because I still feel the same way. Does that make sense?
I don't have that turning in my stomach anymore.
Yeah.
It's only been a couple days.
Like the day John died, I got very sick before I even knew. But I don't know if we want to go. Do I tell that part? I don't know.
Sure.
So, I'm like, do I give all of it? What do I all say here? I did get really sick the morning of when our uncle passed. And the night before, I had heard I'm not ready to go yet. Like, can I just stay one more night? And I knew, growing up around death, being in a funeral home, I'm in tune. I don't know. That's just how I experience things. And I'm coming to talk about it more. So I heard that, and I felt death close, and I knew it wasn't my time. And I had mentioned the day before, I think it was during Jean Ann's funeral, I just kept hearing, man, John is about to kill himself. And, during Jean Ann's funeral, I just kept hearing that in my head all day. Not like suicide, but I just kept feeling it. And I was like, man, that guy needs some help. And I just kept feeling that all day. And so the day before, the morning of his death was, I went through that, and I felt great when I woke up. I usually wake up right before the sun, and I felt normal, and after I had some tea, my head started swelling really bad, and I got cold, and I just felt really sick, and I couldn't get out of bed. I was in bed until after 1, and it was so debilitating, I guess you could put it, because I couldn't do my day. I was almost gonna not go down the hill to service, because where I'm staying there's no service, and and not meet up with my bi-weekly meeting with Taj. But my supervisor showed up around right before 2 o'clock when I was supposed to meet with Taj, so I was already going to be an hour late by the time I did get down to her. Got a booster, and I only had to drive a half mile to get reception instead of 7 miles. So I get into that reception zone, and I have 2 messages, one from my mom and one from Taj, that Uncle John had passed. And by that time I had a little bit of relief in my head, so it was interesting. Just kind of, I don't know if that's a connection or whatever, but it was weird. So it wasn't.
I guess it's like, well, you and Mom are kind of similar when it comes to premonitions, or sensing that it's near.
Yeah.
So that's why it's less of a shock when you're receptive in that way.
Yes.
Which I am not.
And understanding that Tasha's not, and I think part of it is, I know you can spend a lot of time around dead bodies and in a funeral setting and not be.
Yeah.
But I think it's kind of, I haven't really talked to Dad about it so much, but.
Well, this is coming to me now. I feel like I'm not receptive to it because I've always been a bit, there's things I miss a lot in life. Like I'm not really aware.
Yeah.
And then when I come to think about it after the fact that this has happened, like, well, look at the past month prior. You saw it coming. And then I look at the patterns, and then I can realize, oh yeah, I was seeing it coming. I just wasn't accepting it, so to say, or understanding fully,
Yeah.
Because for me, John was a major shock. And then for Poppy, which was my husband's grandfather, who was pretty much my grandfather, that was 3 days later. So I was still in the process of, John was still above ground.
Yeah.
He hadn't even gotten buried yet. And I was in the process of writing him a song, and then my husband comes in that morning. He said, Poppy's gone. I'm like, what? Yeah, we knew he was sick. If you'd like to listen to the rest of this podcast and musical performance, please join our Patreon page for just $1 a month. You can also purchase the podcast for $3 from our online store. Then you can listen to it over and over again. Your purchases greatly help us keep the show running. The links below this podcast will take you to our Patreon page and website.
Thank you so much.